word for unlearned is illiterate. So in the days of Jesus, he didn't just look for people who were smart in their speech, who were literate. Are you with me? Whether you are illiterate, whether you are illiterate, whether you are learned, whether you are unlearned, as a matter of fact, Jesus said, I didn't come for those that are saved. I came for those who are not saved. If the level of our Christianity has not been extended to the frontiers of how that will begin to affect the life of people who feel like they are not part of the church, who feel like they are not part of God, we have not started our Christianity. So that is to say that you don't need to go to school to know Jesus. That a man went to Bible school for 6 years doesn't mean he has met Jesus. Bible school is not Jesus. Bible school is not eternity. Bible school does not mean that you have trapped the realities of heaven. This, I'm not trying to testify that it's wrong to go to a Bible school. No, it is very important. You need a theology. You need it. But you see that if the state of your mind is around the frequency or the circumference of what you receive from the letter, the Bible said the letter killeth, but the spirit gives life. That is why a man who was a tax collector, a man who was like Kabaka, a man that, I tell you, a normal Christian in our time can persecute Kabaka and kill him and say this one does not know God. But you see, in the time of Jesus, Jesus said, oh you Kabaka, I will eat in your house today. You see, that you come around and sit before sinners does not mean that you are part of them. Apostle Paul said, I go to the room and I behave like the room just to win them. Are you with me now? Doesn't mean that you need to be part of what they are doing. So the Bible said at the very point in time that Jesus came to the house of Zacchaeus the tax collector, he said, I am not worthy of such presence. Are you with me tonight? I'm not worthy of such presence. Who am I? The Bible said, he said that I will give every man I took from even double. Where our love for God begin to extend before the sight of God is on men. How can you claim you love God and you don't love your brother by your side? How can you claim you love God and you hate a friend? You've not met God. The Bible says, he that knoweth God loveth God, and he that knoweth not God loveth not God. For God is love. No man has seen God. As long as you see a brother by your side, that's God. The Pharisee said, have you come to destroy the laws of Moses? Jesus said, no. I came to fulfill the laws. What are the laws? The 10 commandments. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Are you with me? These are the laws of Moses. So when Jesus came, they were thinking he came to tarnish the law. He said, no. I came to fulfill the law of Moses in one word called love. Somebody say love. You see, love is so powerful. If we truly have love in our Christian life, we will not persecute our fellow brother online. If we truly have love, we will not steal from God. If we truly have the word called love, we will not bear false witness. Are you with me? If we truly have love, we will not steal, we will not kill. So where you think that you are trying to live a life of the law, not to break the law, indirectly you see yourself breaking the law. You know why? There's no conformity of God in your heart. So I bow as I enter your throne room. You see, it was on the account of love that when Jesus died, the Bible said the veil in the temple. You see, there was the tabernacle of Moses, and the tabernacle of Moses, we have the outer court, the inner court, and the holies of holies. Now, the outer court talk about people that are looking for miracles. Are you with me? The inner court talks about people who want to see light, who aim to see what light looks like. You see, but the inner court are men that appear before the light. So in those days, a normal man cannot enter into the holies of holies. There are certain people who could stay in the outer court and certain people who could stay in the inner court. But you see, there was a place called the holies of holies. It talks about the throne of God. You see, where the ark of covenant dwells, where the ark of covenant stays, that's where the cherubims guide. The Bible said only the priest have such access. But you see, that a priest has such an access doesn't mean there is nothing like restriction with him. The Bible said that the chain will be fixed on his waist and a bell will be hung on that chain. And when he goes into the holies of holies, because of how sacred the holies of holies is, if there is a form of sin in the priest, the holies of holies will kill him. Are you with me? The holies of holies will do what? It means that the presence that dwelled within the confines of the holies of holies was so holy that nothing like a tin of sin could enter. So even though a priest has been consecrated unto such a purpose of offering sacrifice before God, doesn't negate the fact that a bell should not be tied on his waist, because he could ascend into that place with certain kind of heart. But you see, in that place, the Bible said Zachariah met an angel, and he said, Zachariah, your time has come. Your wife Elizabeth will have a child. And Zachariah doubted the angel of God and said, how can this be? He said, I am Gabriel that stand in the presence of God. How dare you doubt me? The Bible said the angel made Zachariah a priest consecrated unto God to become deaf and dumb until the day the child came. So certain angels don't need permissions from God before they take actions, because they walk in the ordinances of God.